I see people make these muscle up technique mistakes all the time. In this video, I will be showing you guys one of the most common muscle up technique mistakes I see people make, and we will talk about all the mistakes right from the point where you begin your muscle up all the way until you do your second muscle up. Let's get started. The first mistake is having a wide grip. Before you attempt one muscle up, if you are using a wide grip, then you are setting yourself up for failure. The reason is because with a wide grip, you cannot get enough distance from the bar to your chest in order to give you enough space to transition over. I mean, technically you can do a wide grip muscle up, but that is an advanced muscle up variation which you should only aim for once you have mastered the normal muscle up. So instead, we should go for a nice shoulder width grip, as the shoulder width grip is the easiest to do the muscle up. The next mistake you can make is having a bad swing. For bar muscle up, some swing is required at least at the start because we need the momentum to help us get over the bar since we are not strong enough yet. Again, you can technically do the muscle up without any swing, but that is an advanced muscle up variation as well. So to get a good swing, there are two ways that I'll recommend you to initiate a swing. And the first way is to stand about 1 feet behind the bar and then jump towards the bar, and then you let yourself go and you will have a nice swing. The second way is to use one of your legs and kick forward while holding on to the bar, and then let your body follow through, and then we have a nice swing as well. Afterwards, you also need to swing your leg a little bit in order to maintain your swing. Otherwise, your swing will die down eventually. However, maintaining the swing should not be necessary, as you should really be pulling immediately after the first swing. Don't be embarrassed if you have to spend more time training a seemingly useless move, as getting your foundations right is very important. So once you got your swing down, the next mistake that you can possibly make is that you pull at the wrong timing. So one example of pulling at the wrong timing is pulling too early, and it will look something like that. So apart from pulling too early, you can also pull too late, and it will look something like this. I talked about a good way to learn the pulling timing by modifying your pull-up slightly in another video, and it should appear around here. Next comes the actual pulling, and the biggest mistake here is that people pull straight up instead of pulling backwards and upwards. In order to do the muscle up transition, you have to be a certain distance away from the bar at the midpoint to allow your arms to be in the strongest position to rotate around the bar. And one way that you can fix this is to really exaggerate the backward pulling motion when you are doing high pull-ups. It feels weird and counterintuitive that you're pulling further away from the bar, and you might even think that you're getting further away from the muscle up since the actual distance is further away from the bar. But if you actually examine a successful muscle up closely, the distance from the chest to the bar is actually quite significant. So you have to train yourself to be strong in this area, which we normally don't train using normal pull-ups. So let's say you pull high and you pull back, but you are still not able to transition over the bar. And that happens when your grip is not turning together with your body. During a high pull-up, you should feel weightless enough such that you don't feel like your grip is even holding you on the bar. And in that split second, you actually have to loosen your grip just enough to allow your bar to rotate together with your body and transition over the bar. So one way I can suggest to practice the grip turning part is to do high pull-ups, but record yourself and notice whether you are doing your grip turning together with your high pull-ups. If done correctly, then your wrist should not be left behind when doing a high pull-up, and it should turn together with your body. So now you pull high, you rotate your grip, you're basically already over the bar, but you still fall back down. And the reason for that is that you're not throwing your head over the bar enough. In order to catch yourself over the bar, your head actually has to be much more in front than many people expect in order to act as a counterbalance. Otherwise, your center of mass will be too far behind the bar, which will cause you to fall behind the bar backwards. So one way to practice and gain more confidence to catch yourself over the bar is to practice it on the lower bar first. Once you are more confident on the lower bar, then you can proceed to the higher bar using some jumping muscle ups, and hopefully by then you should be able to catch yourself during an actual muscle up. So congrats if you actually didn't make any of the mistakes that I have mentioned previously, and you are strong enough, then you would have gotten your first muscle up. Now comes the next problem: stringing multiple muscle ups together. So after doing their first muscle up, some people just drop straight down in happiness and wonder why they can't do the second muscle up. But remember, in order to do your first muscle up, you actually had to swing and pull at the right timing when you reach the front of the swing. However, when you drop straight down, it is completely different to when you started your first muscle up, because falling straight down means that you don't even have much swing, and that means you don't have enough momentum to get your second muscle up. So in order to successfully string multiple muscle ups, whenever you go down from the muscle up, you actually have to reach the same position as when you first started pulling in your first muscle up. And the best way to do this is to actually do a reverse of how you went up. and that is to lower down yourself in a straight bar dip, and then after that, swing yourself down around the bar, and it should throw yourself forward instead. If you didn't make any of the previous mistakes and you are strong enough, then you are able to do multiple muscle ups in a row. But one honorable mention for mistakes is the chicken wing muscle up. So there are actually no exercises that specifically stop you from doing the chicken wing muscle up, and possibly the only way to stop doing chicken wing muscle ups is to drop your ego and mindfully do muscle ups with symmetric arms that are, without one ahead of the other. If you are doing chicken wing muscle ups, then you are most likely not strong enough to do the muscle up yet. Because people who do chicken wing muscle ups are actually trying to deny the fact that they are not able to do a proper muscle up, but they still want to prove to themselves or other people that they are able to get over the bar. So my advice for people who do chicken wing muscle ups is to try to take a step back and to accept that you are not strong enough to do a 2-arm symmetrical muscle up yet, and keep working on the basics such as high pull-ups and resistance band muscle ups, and eventually you'll be able to clean your chicken wing muscle up. So yeah, these are all the possible technique mistakes that you can possibly make with the muscle up. Keep in mind that technique alone will not help you learn the muscle up, but you also need sufficient strength. If you think that you don't have enough strength yet, then I have made another video suggesting a muscle up routine that you can do to build up your muscle up specific strength. If you like this video, do remember to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel to see more videos such as this one. And I'll see you in the next video.